number 10, Mata Hayes. At the line for Wildcats, number 15, Evie Victor, 2-2.
What you meant.
That ball transition to drag cover spotted by Londrago. The double lead at the line, shooting one.
Come out.
30 seconds, timeout, Bishop O'Dowd.
O'Dowd or corner? ref is right here. Yeah.
Alexa.
Number 11, Iolani at the line, shooting 2 shots.
Switch to, what do you want? Tighter?
A 25, Aerial Samurai. Also, number 21,
Not bad.
Hey, fine. Good one. Trouble. Tight. Strong with it. 23. Good work. Hey, wearing blue.
That ball from the ball catch number 22, Iolani. Aerial Chapter at the line, shooting one shot. Taking back in for the ball catch number 22,
Hey, wearing blue.
The end of the third quarter, your score, Konawaena 25, Bishop O'Dowd and Konawaena. At the line for the Dragons, number 22, Iolani, shooting two shots.
I got audio problems. Yeah, but.
That ball credited to the Wildcat, number 21 for being the Alba. With Iolani at the line, shooting one shot.
Okay. Make sure you drop.
30-second timeout, Wildcat.
To go now. Bishop O'Dowd made a heck of a run to cut it down to 8. Give and go in the corner. Good fake there from Bay. Pull up from 17. Hit the corner of the backboard though. And the offensive rebound. And the putback is good for the Dragons in Chavarin. Chavarin with 4. Lead is 10. Molina calling for it. She has a game high 15 so far. The Molina sisters set a very high standard for themselves. And because of it, all three of them have thrived in their system and made each other better as the years have gone on. Pace spinning and winning. A great move there from the junior Maya Pace, who's got a dozen. And it's back to an 8-point lead here for Konawaena. Molina says, I'm taking over for the free throw line. Right back to her. No good. That's a heck of a pass from Selena Molina right down that baseline. But Chanel Molina will draw the foul. And Chavarin picks up her first personal, and make it her second personal, excuse me. And the team 6. So Molina misses the free throw. And the senior who really started off with soccer first. In fact, all of the Molina sisters start at the age of 9. And she'll miss both free throws, but the offensive rebound came out to her sister, Selena Molina. Chanel Molina 3. Rimmed it out, and the rebound came out to Pace. 35-27, 2:20 to play second quarter. Pace trying to shake Tablet away. Drew the foul, could not get it to go. Love the aggression here from Pace. She's been so money in this first half for the Dragons. The most consistent one so far. 12 points for her, to the line for 2 free throws now after the foul was on Ka'ava, who picks up her second. And the team 6. Pace 42% from the line in this tournament. And those numbers will improve after she is perfect here tonight. She's 4-4, 14 points, team high, 6-point game. Molina. Right to the cup. 17 for Molina. Inside, Pace tickled it in. Inside of 2 minutes with 1:50 to go. And this is the kind of pace that both of these squads like. How sustainable is it for the duration of a 4-quarter game? Sherilyn Molina had it, and a double dribble. And a turnover here for Konawaena. It's been the hustle, it's been the aggressiveness. It's been the second chance opportunities here for Bishop O'Dowd that have allowed him to stay in this one with 1:30 here to go. They faced double-digit leads majority of that first quarter. And the passing lane cut off again after Kaava got a mid up in there. Molina, bounce pass. Sherilyn Molina, the finish. 9 for Sherilyn Molina. 39-31. A minute to play. Iolani Girls Prep Classic Championship. Pace trying to catch that in traffic. Still ripped away. Good job there from Shaverin to keep it alive. Shaw's off on the 3. And the putback will not go. A foul here against Konawaena. It'll go against Sherilyn Molina. So Molina picks up number 1. It's the team 7th with 47.2. And Celia Bay to the line for a pair. Okay, just her second free throw attempt here in this Iolani Girls Prep Classic tournament. 0 for 2 now, and make it 0 for 3. Missed opportunities here for the Dragons, and it's Konawaena back on the push. Let's see what they want to do here. Get the pedal to the metal or hold for 1. Clock at 35. 8-point advantage and looking like they were going to take final shot here. 26 here to go. And that one nearly blown away by Molina, but backed up by his sister Selena Molina. 15 to shoot first half. Chanel Molina saying, I got this. Molina, cross, step back, 7 to shoot. Chanel Molina up top of 2. Off the heel, and this one sails out and ruled off Shaw. He'll stay on this side with 2.2 remaining. The Wildcats have it for the final shot. This one is deflected off the Dragons. 1.2. Took a second off after that one went off the shin of Shaverin, who now takes a seat on the bench, and Zakia Mahoney checks in. 1.2 left. And Konawaena can't get a shot off. And that's the end of the first half. Bishop O'Dowd making a strong run in that one. Cut the double-digit deficit down to 6, but at the break, the lead is 8 for Konawaena. 39-31. We'll step aside. You're watching the 2015 Iolani Girls Prep Classic on your source for Hawaii High School athletics, ScoringLive.com. And we are back here in Iolani Gym, the 2015 Iolani Girls Prep Classic. Of course, next week the boys will take the floor. 16-team format in that one. Of course, we'll have the semis and the championship game for you. It comes your way on a Monday and a Tuesday here on ScoringLive.com. But here in the girls' final, it's 39-31. Konawaena on top of Bishop O'Dowd, the Dragons out of Oakland, California. After trailing by 14 after the end of one, 25-11. It's a 20-point second quarter that helps make it a little bit more manageable as they get ready for the turn for home, if you will, for the Dragons. So as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Dragons are making their first appearance in the Girls Classic. It's a school out of Oakland, California, enrollment about 1,200 or so. Now, we've seen Bishop O'Dowd on the boys' side make a couple appearances in the Boys Classic. 2011, they finished 4th. Most recent one, 2014, came in 2nd, lost to eventual champion Oak Hill. But this has been such a great experience for a program that has had some sustained success in recent years. They won 5 straight NCS Division III titles. They're coming off a California D3 championship after a 25-9 record. And now Malik McCord, in just over half a dozen seasons with this program, has really helped galvanize that community and really risen the level of basketball in that area thanks to his teachings. Of course, he was 2012 and 2013 Cal High Sports Girls State Coach of the Year. Works on campus with this program, and right now, after a little bit of a sluggish start in that first quarter, the aggression came out and really the ability to establish a post game in that second half and get some second chance opportunities have allowed them to battle back in it. Maya Pace with a team-high 16 points for the 6-foot junior. Zakia Mahoney has poured in 5. 3 of those 5 points have come from the line. Ariel Chavarin, a couple of field goals. She has 4, and Mila Andrada with 5 of her own. On the opposite side here for Konawaena, you know their success. This is a team that's won 7 straight BIF titles. They've had a 12-5 record in this Iolani Girls Prep Classic tournament, making their 6th appearance. And in those 6 years, they've always progressed. Really through those first 4 years, I should say. 2008 finished 7th. 2009 finished 5th. 2010 finished 3rd. 2011 finished in 1st place. They're the only Hawaii team to win the Iolani Girls Prep Classic, the tournament that started back in 2007. Last year, made their return to this tournament, finished 2nd, lost to St. Mary's out of California. And so much talk has been about Chanel Molina, and deservingly so. Been following her career on ScoringLive.com these last 4 years. She has been everything as advertised. 17 points, game high for the 2-time BIF Player of the Year. Someone who's averaging 26 points in this tournament and 21.6 for the first 6 games of the season. Of course, Molina, who already made her verbal commitment to play at Washington State, narrowed her choices down to Oregon State, Arizona State, Oregon, before finally feeling a sense of comfort with Washington State. She'll join Cameron Fernandez out of Lahaina Luna. So that's going to be a heck of a crew next season for Washington State. Molina's only one of 3 Wildcats, by the way, to be named a most outstanding or most valuable player here in the Girls Prep Classic. The others being Danielle Awa and Leah Galdera. So a lot of talk throughout this tournament is Molina could be named either an MVP or an MOP by the end of this night. Right now, bigger things are ahead of her, actually bigger thoughts I should say, as her team is up 8 at the break, trying to capture their 2nd Iolani Girls Prep Classic title. She's the only player in double figures for the Wildcats. 17 for her, 9 for Sherilyn Molina. Selena Molina has poured in 2. Ihi Victor has been establishing her post and really having some good, strong, aggressive takes to the cup. She's got a couple of field goals, 7 total points. Michaela Tablit, a young sophomore, has poured in 2. We'll take a timeout, come back with more. Start of the 3rd quarter. At the break, 39-31, Konawaena on top. It's the 2015 Iolani Girls Prep Classic here on ScoringLive.com. Back here at Iolani Gym, there you see, in the house, is Brian Shaw, who's former NBA player with the Lakers. Of course, his daughter Bianca Shaw, a 5'5" freshman, is playing for this Bishop O'Dowd squad. And it's one of the great things about the Iolani Prep Classic, both at the boys and girls level. You get to see some big-time stars here in the house. Of course, last year we saw Reggie Theus, and of course, the names that have come through the boys classic, for the likes of Kevin Durant. Of course, we can't wait to give to you the semifinals and the championship of the boys classic coming up in about a couple weeks. And not a bad tournament in that boys classic as well. La Lumiere out of Indiana and Sierra Canyon out of California, both of them top 15 nationally ranked teams according to USA Today in the preseason top 25. Of course, we'll have that for you here on ScoringLive.com. Start of the 3rd, 39-31. Konawaena led 25-11 after 1. Molina has 17, trying to add to it here. Molina. And an air ball. Fans want an offensive foul for push-off, and that would have been an arguable call. Up ahead. Victor, the bounce inside, and Tablit. He would have hit it home for 2. That's her 2nd field goal. She has 4. Had 8 against Mililani on Thursday night. 11 against South Medford last night. What a flip, and rimmed it out, did Andrada. And it comes out to Molina, who threw it right behind Victor, and a turnover. Bishop O'Dowd will have it here. Bishop O'Dowd out of Oakland, California. Was one of the rookie teams here in this Prep Classic. First appearance, as we mentioned. Had some great performances, including a last-second victory against Lahaina Luna Thursday night. Won that one 44-42. Inside the lane, it's Pace, no good. Molina had a tip on it, and it came out to Andrada. And another turnover here for the Dragons as Molina tried to take it up the floor. Got bumped by Mahoney. So Zakia Mahoney picks up her first personal. It's the team's first in this second half. Everything in this offense really runs through Molina when she gets it at the top of the key. Players cut, players are aware to make the extra pass, and Konawaena does such a good job of execution. And really that's been part of the DNA of Bobby Awa's crew that has led this team to 6 state championships. They put it on the deck, it's turned over, and then another turnover taken away by Sherilyn Molina, who flipped it up and in. She enters double figures. 11 for the sophomore in a 12-point game. 5:45 to play, third quarter. Pace, the double came, and Victor slammed it down for Tablet ahead of the pack. Oh, what a great job there from Pace to get a piece of that one. Molina can't get it down, and it'll be Bishop O'Dowd ball. Bobby Awa saying, hey, that one went off someone's foot. But how about the job there from Pace to chase it down and deflect it? Outstanding. The deficit is 12 for the Dragons, trying to cut into it here. They've had their spurts and their runs. Good find inside for Pace after the feed from Mahoney. Pace now 18. And back to a 10-point advantage for the Wildcats. Dragons have got within 6. Molina, no good from 19 feet. Bumped on the ground. Pace hit the floor. Good to see that she's okay. Konawaena sticks to their 2-3 zone. 4.5 here to play in the third quarter. Another good job from Victor to sniff it out. And it's the Molina sisters. Chanel had that one stripped down. Another good job from Bay to just knock it down. And it comes out into the corner for Mahoney. Couple of opportunities blown by Konawaena thanks to some great defensive pressure from the Dragons. Pace pull up. Rimmed it out and Molina says, give me that. Another rebound for the senior Chanel Molina. Molina tried to thread the needle, but before that got bumped and drew the foul. This will be the second one in the second half against the Dragons. And the second one on Mahoney. So into the game is Ariel Chavarin and Jada Holland for the Dragons. Konawaena has been operating pretty much with a 6-man rotation. Just 8 players on this roster. 1 freshman. Tonight, Uchida, freshman. This is Holland. Off a give and go. And Holland can't finish. Selena Molina, the rebound. Off to her sister, Sherilyn. 3:25. Third quarter. 43-33. Molina has 17. She has been scoreless, though, in this first half. And Victor had that one poked away. Active hands here from the senior Bay. And now here is Bianca Shaw. She'll come in for Maya Pace. One of the smaller lineups now on the floor here for Bishop O'Dowd. But they are quick. Chavarin trying to close it on Molina. They'll feed it inside Selena. Molina got position, could not get the basket. Good rip down here from the Dragons. The runner from Bay. And no good, and it's a foul going to go against Bishop O'Dowd and Ariel Chavarin for going over the top. Chavarin picks up number 3, team's 3rd. Konawaena has blown out opponents in this 3rd quarter, but right now Bishop O'Dowd did a good job to just try and bang around with them. Molina on a blow-by, baseline, corner, Sherilyn a 3. Off the rim, no good. And how about the job from Selena Molina in traffic to rip it down. Sherilyn Molina, that distance was closed, and a foul's going to be called here against Bishop O'Dowd. We'll call on Myla Andrada. So Andrada now picks up her 3rd. Chavarin has 3 as well. Those are the only 2 in foul trouble.
Let's go.
Kaava and Selena Molina each with 2 for the Wildcats. Here's Chanel. How about Victor? Off on the 3, and Selena Molina skies high for a rebound. The Molinas do a strength and conditioning program by themselves. They looked a little bit more buff, a little bit more toned, and more physically stronger this season. Top 3, Molina. Heel, no good. Chanel the rebound. Trying to flip it inside for Victor, taken away. And back the other way, Chavarin. All the way to the cup. No good, and they fight for it again as Molina and Bay get tangled up. The possession error will favor Bishop O'Dowd. 43-33. And the toss in from Shaw. Trying to feed it right back inside. Victor deflected it for Chanel Molina to take it away. 4-on-1. The feed for Victor. And the finish. Ihi Victor has got 9. And the lead is 12. 45-33, 1:35 here to go, 3rd quarter. What a feed inside for Holland. A beauty from Shaw. That one nearly picked off. Tablit took it away. Molina pull up from 15. Short. And rebound Selena Molina. The pace quickens as the game goes on. And we have a foul before the drive by Chanel Molina. And Celia Bay is going to get called for her first personal. So it's her first and the team's 5th. No team fouls so far in this 2nd half for the Wildcats. Myla Andrada comes in for Shaw. A little bit more physicality with her in there, but the problem is Andrada has been in foul trouble. She has 3. She heads in. This one swatted from behind. Good job there from Zakia Mahoney, the sophomore. Mahoney, Andrada, Chavarin have been great these last couple days in the tourney. But it's been all Maya Pace, so it's 18 of the Bishop O'Dowd 35. And this one goes off Selena Molina's fingertips and out of bounds. Every possession precious as we dive inside of a minute, 3rd quarter. 45-35. Elbow Mahoney. In the lane, Mahoney. Clearing traffic, no good. Got her on board, though. Took it strong and put it back home. 7 for her. 8-point game. Victor in trouble here. Andrada does a good job to close distance, but now it's handed off to Sherilyn Molina. Being harassed by Mahoney. 25 to go. Another chance here for Konawaena to try and end the quarter with some momentum. Molina for Selena Molina. That one nearly batted down by Bay. Good job from her. She's been so active defensively. 10 to shoot, 3rd quarter. Sherilyn Molina from the top. 5 to shoot. Looking for a cut, nothing open. Victor for 2. This is out as the quarter comes to an end. Great defensive stand there from Bishop O'Dowd to try and hang tough in it. But after the end of 3, Konawaena leads 45-37. Off we go to the fourth when you come back here on ScoringLive.com. Back here, Iolani started the fourth, 45-37. Konawaena on top. Felipe Ohostra, our entire Scoring Live crew. Great to have you with us here on this Saturday night. Special hello to everyone watching us over in Oakland, California. As it is 11-10 now in your neck of the woods. They put it on the floor to Blit. Scooped it up to give it to Chanel Molina. We're going to see a little bit more aggression here from the Dragons. Trailed by 14 after one. They have cut the deficit as close as 6. The deficit right now is 8. Molina top for 2. Got it. Future Washington State Cougar able to knock it down. She has 19. 47-37. No fouls, by the way, in this second half by Konawaena. Mason can't get that one to drop. They fight for it, and the tie up again. And he'll stay on this side with Bishop O'Dowd. Mason, a junior and a hustler as well. Been applying some great pressure defensively throughout this tournament. It's had a bit of a slow game, just 1 point for the junior. Mason will inbound it for Pace. Pace finds Mahoney over Victor, no good. Pace trying to fight for it. Another tie up here as Pace and Molina battle for it. And this time it'll favor the Wildcats. Molina's ability to rebound is going to help this Wildcat team as the season goes on. She has been unstoppable and gets a great feed from her sister Chanel. Selena Molina, just her second field goal here tonight. She has 4. And quickly it's back to a 12-point advantage. Strong take to the cup by Bay. No good. Rebound for Sherilyn Molina. On the floor to Blit, Sherilyn Molina, Chanel Molina, Selena Molina, and Ihi Victor. The 5 Wildcats here for Bobby Awa's crew. 6:15 to go in the game. Konawaena trying to milk out the clock here. Remember, there's no shot clock here in this tournament. Konawaena going to try and shorten the game. A difficult pass, and going to be a foul called against Bay.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's called for the hold. Bay gets called for her second. Bishop O'Dowd will call a timeout, and Malik McCord a little bit upset because they thought that Chanel Molina had a bit of a hold on Bay prior to that. And I think he has a case right there, but either way, it'll be a foul here against the senior Bay. And a timeout call with 5:59 here to go in the fourth. Of course, in other scores in the OIA, of course, the OIA ILH challenge going on right now. You can follow all of that tournament scores on ScoringLive.com as St. Louis defeated Mililani today 69-50. Kamehameha, a win over Moanalua 69-64. Kaiser on a buzzer beating tip-in by Chance Gallagher. Wins it in overtime over Punahou. Hands the Buffalo their first loss, 74-73. And Iolani able to knock off Lelehua 63-44. So, away ILH challenge for the boys teams. A lot of great competition over there in Salt Lake. Jada Holland gets called for this foul. As Michaela Tablit comes in. Tablit was so impressive as a freshman last year. Doesn't make those freshman mistakes, and has such a high basketball IQ, and you hear that term being used so much, but knows when to attack, knows when to be patient. Real smart, really could start for any team in the state. 50-37, Pace in the lane, swatted down, wanted a foul, did not get it. And Malik McCord, about to have a meltdown here on that sideline after visibly upset. And again, I think he has a case as well. Bishop O'Dowd needing points quick with 5:40 here to go. Konawaena's already in the bonus. Konawaena has not committed a foul in this second half. Until now. And Andrada will go take inside. This one's going to go against Michaela Tablit. Tablit picks up her third. And to the line is Andrada, who knocks in her first free throw. Andrada with 6. 50-38. Andrada, who's been averaging 9.5 points in this tournament, has 7 now. It's an 11-point game. Take Tablit, hit the bottom of the rim. Rebound comes out to Andrada. Chance here for the Dragons to take it to single digits. And from behind, Tablit took it away. Still loose. And a foul called here. This is going to go against Bishop O'Dowd. And it's on Andrada. Andrada picks up number 4. And because Konawaena's in the bonus, let's shoot a 1-and-1. Tablit had a bit of a poor shot on one end, but came back and made an outstanding effort defensively. First free throw good here for Sherilyn Molina. The second one just drops down. 13 now for the sophomore. 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. It is Bay, it is Holland, it is Pace, along with Andrada. And Shavarin takes this one, no good. With the 5 Dragons on the floor. Konawaena on the push the other way, 3-on-3. They feed. Victor! Got it. 11 for Victor. And a 15-point advantage. Everything working well here for Konawaena from the opening tip. They've set the tone early and have not looked back. Off on the 3 is Andrada. The putback is no good, but drawing the foul there. This one will go again, Chanel Molina. Molina picks up her first as Shavarin will go to the line. Molina picked up her first foul last night in the third quarter. She picks up her first one tonight with 4:13 in the fourth. And an air ball on the free throw by Shavarin. Oh, for 2 now from the line is Shavarin, who is 3 for 3 heading into this championship game, and she missed 3 free throws here. But an offensive rebound taken in the corner. Good job there from Shavarin. 54-39. At the top is Pace. Pace, strong attack and a foul called here. This one should go against Tablit. And Tablit will get called after the hack. She picks up her 4th now for the Wildcats, and the team's 3rd. To the line is Pace. Pace can't get that first free throw. 18 for her so far. Only had 8 in that game against Iolani last night. Averaged just over 10 points last season for the Dragons, and now she's got 19 after splitting those 2 free throws. Full court pressure applied now. Tablit. Poked away, picked it up, got to get it across the stripe. The long throw, and leaking out is Molina. And Molina can't finish. And Pace with the rebound. Mabiaba wanted to take a timeout instead. Didn't get it. Had an opportunity, could not cash in. Pace does. Count it at 1. Pace, game high 21. And Molina, the junior, Selena Molina, picks up number 3. Team's 4th. Pace now can try and cut into this lead, and she does. 3-point play converted. Timeout called by Bobby Awa. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside as well. Coming back in 30 seconds. 54-43, 3:37 here to go in the 4th. It's the 2015 Iolani Girls Prep Classic on ScoringLive.com. Inside the huddle, the Dragons from Bishop O'Dowd trailing by 11 with 3:37 here to go. The Iolani Girls Prep Classic Championship game. Got to send some big shout-outs to everyone here at Iolani. Just hospitality unmatched. Of course, head of school Timothy Cottrell, athletic director Eddie Maruyama. Of course, it has been a bit of a difficult Iolani Classic for a lot of the people here in this community after the passing of Glenn Young. In fact, it was a month ago today where he passed. A special presentation, special remembrance will occur during the boys tournament. And Glenn Young was such a pioneer in terms of just getting Hawaii players exposed and playing with some of the best competition in the States, and certainly he will be missed. And this tournament has grown by leaps and bounds under his leadership, and it's good to see that these young men and women have a stage to perform on with some of the best in the country. Foul here against Bishop O'Dowd and Zakia Mahoney. She picks up her 3rd. Victor to the line. It's 2 of 2 so far, and make it 3 of 3 for the senior. Victor, who played a lot of club ball with some ladies from Lahaina Luna and some from Oahu. Someone who grew up in Hilo. In fact, growing up, the amount of talent that she had, actually played with the Stingrays boys team, club team over there on the Big Island. And she has blossomed in her 4 years with the Wildcats. A clanker on the 3 from Andrada. And the rebound comes out to the Wildcats, and here comes Chanel Molina up the floor. 3 minutes to go, 4th quarter. The pass is intercepted by Pace. Pace, good find underneath, and a missed layup there from Shavarin. Her putback no good, but she'll draw the foul. Just a missed opportunity there for the Dragons. Chanel Molina is going to pick up her 2nd. It's the team's 5th. Shavarin's missed 3 free throws here. Finally knocks one down after going 3 for 3 in the 2 games prior. Able to knock down her first one. She has 5. Two pure free throws from Shavarin. Shavarin comes out. Alexa Mason comes in. 11-point game for 56-45. Up ahead, Molina finds Chanel Molina for the basket. 21 for the senior. Another assist here from Selena. 58-45. Bishop O'Dowd is trying to execute something well that they can take with them. The feed for Pace and the tie-up as Sherilyn Molina and Pace get tangled up. Possession error will favor the Wildcats. Konawaena has had a whole lot of success in recent years and took them to national rankings. It's among the best in the country. It's just a whole different atmosphere and culture over on that west side of the Big Island. And Bobby Awa, in her 15 years with the program, heading into this season, she's won 91% of the games that they've played. 349-35. That is an outstanding number. Mason no good. Putback no good there from Mahoney. And it comes out to Victor, who rips it away with 2 minutes here to go. Chanel Molina. Kick out in the corner to Selena Molina. Or make it Sherilyn Molina, excuse me. And here is Selena. 1:45 to go. Konawaena has been in control of the tempo and the pace of this game. And they have done a masterful job so far. And a foul called here just to stop the clock. Mahoney gets called for the personal. Mahoney picks up number 4. So Selena Molina to the line. Molina has offers from the University of Hawaii and Washington State as well. Again, it is Selena and Sherilyn who have those offers, and the verbal commitment from Chanel was made earlier in July. Those three so competitive with each other, it's allowed them to grow together. Those are 3 intense players. Probably there's no one as intense as those 3 Molina sisters here in the States. Right now she knocks in those free throws. 60-45. 80 seconds to go. Try to dump it inside. That was deflected. Trying to feed Mahoney. Came out to Sherilyn Molina. And a good job to pick it away by Holland. And inside is Pace. Pace with 24 now. A minute to go. 13-point game. Victor. Cross court for Molina. She's going to put on the brakes. It's a smart move to try and milk out some clock here. Konawaena will spread you out. They will milk the clock. There's nothing really you can do about it. That's made them so special these last few years. Capped off last season with a win over Lahaina Luna for a state championship. 35 seconds on a running clock. And finally a foul gets called. This one's going to go against Maya Pace, who picks up number 2. Konawaena the double bonus with 33.2 seconds remaining. And the free throw no good from Michaela Tablet. It's essentially been just a 6-man rotation, as we mentioned, for the Wildcats. But all of them have performed pretty well here. And they're half minute away from their second Iolani Girls Prep Classic title. 20 seconds remaining. On the block was Mahoney, and a foul called here against Konawaena with 20.1 seconds remaining. This one's on Chanel Molina. It's the last foul to give here. It's her 3rd, team's 6th. Mason flipped it up top, Pace a 3. No good. They try to fight for it again. Victor comes up with it, and here's Chanel Molina. Final 10 seconds remaining, and a foul called with 8 seconds even as Mahoney gets called for the foul. That'll do it here for Mahoney. Mahoney, 5 fouls, she's gone. And Zakia Mahoney, the sophomore, will finish with 7 points here for the Dragons. And Chanel Molina in and out on the 3, or on the free throw, excuse me. Still stuck at 21 for the reigning All-Hawaii Player of the Year. Free throw's good, 62-47, 5 to go here in the game. A deep shot for 3 is good from Andrada, and that'll do it. What a performance from the Wildcats. Their second Iolani Girls Prep Classic Championship. 62-50. Just an outstanding performance from the defending state champions. And Konawaena, as we mentioned, who won the title back in 2011. They're the only Hawaii team to win an Iolani Girls Prep Classic title. This is tournament in its 9th edition, one that started back in 2007. Konawaena looking every bit of a team that could defend their state crown, proving that 8 is just enough. Just 8 on the roster. And right now they have a 62-50 win over California's Division III state championship team, the Dragons from Bishop O'Dowd. Give you some final numbers before we say aloha. It is Molina to finish with 22. Pace finishes with 24. That's a game high for the Dragons of Bishop O'Dowd. And again, it's just been the pressure here from the Wildcats that allowed them to perform so well throughout this tournament. I mean, they dominated 75-22 and then over Iolani, and then against South Medford last night, 62-48. Tonight they get a 62-50 victory for their second Iolani Prep Classic Championship. Don't forget, coming up in a couple weeks, we will have the Iolani Boys Classic semifinals and the championship game that comes your way on ScoringLive.com next week. Of course, you can read the story here from Kalani Takase, read all the great stats, and get all caught up with today's action, both boys and girls basketball, as we continue the regular season of the girls and march our way forward to the boys' regular season, which begins the first week of January. That does it here for us. Again, special thanks to the great staff here at Iolani. Timothy Cottrell, head of school, athletic director Eddie Mariyama, his entire staff, top-notch. Thank you so much for your hospitality. Our director, Brian Ing, and the terrific women and men of our Scoring Live crew. Felipe Ojastro, till next time. So long from Iolani, 62-50 to final. The Wildcats, the 2015 Iolani Girls Prep Classic champions.